morning run in South Korea. Here in Seoul, the bus lanes are actually only for the bus, so cars can't just come in. Once we got off the bus, we arrived at Hanok village. This is mostly a shopping center filled with cafes. One of our hopes was to go cafe hopping, and this is the perfect place to do that. I've been looking for the right bingsu to try, but this $41 bingsu was not the one. Here is a special cafe that had a rainforest effect. This cafe sold the very basic goods, salt bread and other things, and it was at the edge of Hanok village. Finally, we arrived to Soha Salt Pond. And this place is known for their top 3 best-selling salt bread, which are the pistachio cream, the regular salt bread. The third one, I honestly can't remember it. One thing about the eateries in Korea is that when you sit down, you can't just order a drink or food. Sometimes you have to order both. It doesn't stop there, it also has to be per person. Nicole and I wanted to try a variety of the salt breads, and the one that she's cutting right now was the best, followed by that seaweed one for me, pistachio cream, and the regular at the far end. This is the view of Salt Pond's entrance. It has salt mounds and a water wheel. Right across from Salt Pond is Tedero Salon, and they are a clothing shop. I found this adorable hanbok that seems to fit me like a glove. I did end up purchasing it. After eating and shopping for traditional Korean clothing, Nicole and I walked around. We stopped by a shop that had a lot of preserved goodies, and I'm thinking of going back to take some home from here. This is a traditional Korean honey cracker. It does taste overwhelmingly like sesame oil and then a little bit of honey. I needed and purchased this capybara for 10,000 won, which was around $7. There are 2 jewelry shops in South Korea that are very well known for our high quality and low cost jewelry. This store was Oasis Iksan, and there's actually 2 in Hanok village, and we went to both. We've been doing a lot of shopping and I've had a blast. I'm carrying my bag with all my essentials just in case I need something. And I'm going to hydrate after eating all those delicious pastries. I bought this ring. matching earrings, and a capybara that is nested inside a avocado. The shopkeeper noticed that the capybara I chose had a breath in the seam, and she kindly redirected me to a capybara that was not only in pristine condition but also slightly bigger, without charging me extra. That's something that I feel like in the US there's not that kind of hospitality. So today I've had so much fun shopping. I also need to show you the top I got. I don't remember what it's called, but it's a traditional Korean wear. I totally forgot. I got this at the shop and it doesn't really taste that good. I did take a bite out of it and I'll take another bite just to make sure. It just tastes oily. Not something I would get again. Nicole suggested we got a drink and we went here to get a few refreshers. And there's Groot, always there when you need him, when you need a little smile. This is the Korean drink a day, and it really looked like a seltzer drink to me with a plum puree, which is what I asked for, and then you see plums floating there with a sprig of rosemary. From Hanok village, we walked to Myeongdong. It took around 20 to 30 minutes. These temple-like structures are actually entrances to major parks. And near our Airbnb, there is one that has a similar entrance, but I think this one you might need to pay to get in. I actually haven't gotten very close to know. On some days it's so hot you really do need an umbrella. And there were also some very cute and interesting statues along the way. If you haven't guessed yet, the reason we visited Myeongdong is to look at the products at I Love Young. I was asked not to record in the store, but my experience there was extremely overwhelming. There were so many people. After all that beauty supply shopping, we wanted to go get dinner, but it did begin to rain very aggressively, so we popped into New, which is the other jewelry shop in South Korea that sells high quality jewelry at an affordable price. I purchased a few sample rings here and a hairpin, and it cost well under $10. Here is my beautiful haul. And after I purchased this, the rain did let up and we ended up at this Michelin Guide restaurant. Once you're in the door, you select the menu item that you want from this screen and you pay for your item up front. so that when you sit down, the food is pretty much on its way to you via machine and a waiter. In South Korea, a lot of sides are already served with your food, and for this meal, kimchi was provided. I ordered this beef with wontons and noodle soup, and the noodles were so incredibly tender. While in some restaurants, they do provide you the utensils up front or leave it outside. Many of restaurants, however, have them in these drawers. It does.
I said it in relation to something else. I love spicy.
I'm the kind of person that needs to finish my food, and I didn't want to take this home, but this meal cost me around $7, and it was one of the best meals I've had as far as noodles go. This concludes day 2. See you for day 3.